News Talk 1110 and 99.3 WBT. It is the Brett Winterble Show. Hour number 2 underway, and there's a really great week underway here in Charlotte, in the Queen City. And I'm thrilled to welcome to the program. He is Dr. Greg Monroe, Superintendent of the Catholic Schools Office for the Diocese of Charlotte. And it is Catholic Schools Week. And Dr. Monroe, good to have you on the program. I appreciate you making time for us today.
Thank you so much. Great to be here, and hello to all your listeners.
It is wonderful to have you here, especially with the great service that the schools provide for so many students here in North Carolina. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't note, because you and I were chatting just for a couple of moments yesterday, that we both are relative newcomers here to Charlotte. We got here about the same time in the early days or before days of COVID in 2020. It's great to meet up with you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a wild ride the past 2 years, but it's a great community here, and my wife and family are welcomed right into it.
It's a wonderful place to be, and WBT has been such a great blessing for me in so many ways. So in terms of the Diocese of Charlotte covers the western half of North Carolina. I know serving about 500,000 Catholics with 19 schools and 7,500 students?
Yeah, so we cover a pretty wide geographic territory, but one of the fruits of COVID is we've become more closely connected than ever before via technology and prioritizing our Catholic school family.
When you look at that, because there have been so many challenges, the headlines are everywhere in that regard. How difficult was it to maintain the quality of education, the responsiveness of the teachers and staff in the classroom, even though some of the kids were remote for a period of time? What about that challenge, Doctor?
Sure. Well, I'm really proud of, we've got great leaders, great teachers, great families, and what we've seen over the past 2 years is we really prioritized in-person instruction. In fact, we've been in person 99% of the time over the past 2 years, and that's due in large part to it being an all-in mentality from everyone involved. We couldn't do all the good things that we did without the parents jumping on board with us, our teachers going above and beyond, and it worked. We've grown about 11% in the last 2 years across the diocese. We've had people transfer in from other schools who, we've never seen. And at the same time, the challenges, that's when it's great to be in a faith-based environment because everyone came together. And we had about 96% retention as well of new families that hadn't been with us before, but they're here. And we're glad they're part of the family.
That's really an incredible statistic, growing by 11% over the last couple of years, while we've certainly seen a decrease in enrollment in many other schools because they unfortunately were not able to provide that in-person experience or that intensely virtual experience at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Well, we like to say, we're schools for all people, and regardless of your background, your vocation, your path in life, you're going to find a home in our schools. We have kids from different socioeconomic statuses, different learning abilities, different ethnicities. We're pretty diverse communities, and we're in diverse parts of the state. What
does Catholic Schools Week mean to you? Are you involved in special projects? How does this manifest itself across this week?
Sure. Well, we're really excited. We're celebrating two things. We're celebrating the launch of our 50th anniversary as a diocese.
Congratulations.
Service is huge for our Catholic schools, and all of our schools have made a golden pledge of, by the end of this year, we'll have completed 50 service hours per school that are compiled into a great booklet to present to the bishop. But those will be united projects and tag teaming with other schools. And we launched that golden pledge this week. So Catholic Schools Week is a week across the nation where Catholic schools celebrate different aspects of their communities. So, for example, yesterday was celebrating the community. So we had letters and gifts baskets sent out to first responders, post office workers, retirement communities. We collected health and hygiene items for families in need. We worked at the food bank, and we came together in Mass with the bishop, where we connected all the students across the diocese via technology so that all could be united in prayer, which is great.
What is your hope and expectation that children and younger students take away from the Catholic education here at the diocese?
Well, we recognize, people come from different backgrounds and have different trajectories, but we really we'd like for them to leave our schools being virtuous individuals who are able to critically think, communicate well, serve others, and really succeed no matter the vocation and path of life. Like I mentioned before, we truly are schools for all families, no matter where they are on their faith journey. And those that seek and support we offer are welcome to our Catholic school family, and they'll succeed.
I just had Brett Jensen on, who's one of our lead reporters here on WBT, and he was talking about a brand new girls flag football club league that is launching. And he reminded me that Charlotte Catholic High School is going to be a part of that. It's wonderful to see great opportunities in the classroom, in sports, and bringing everybody sort of to the table in that regard, Dr. Monroe.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it's really a place of opportunity, and if you want to start a club or you want to try out a new skill, we always encourage students because, like we say, we actually tomorrow are celebrating vocations in our schools, and we say everyone's got a different talent and diverse skill set, and that's what really contributes to the richness of our Catholic schools. But we always encourage people to go outside their comfort zone and try picking up a new instrument or try a new sport or try something that they haven't tried before, and they tend to do well with it.
Where do people go to get more information on the schools, the educational opportunities in the Diocese of Charlotte? Can you give a website for folks to get involved?
Sure. If you're right here in Charlotte, we have 10 great schools. You can go to Discover Max, discovermacs.org. Max is Mecklenburg Area Catholic School, so discovermax.org. If you're outside of Charlotte, you can just Google your local Catholic school. There should be one in your neighborhood. Feel free to sign up for a tour because you can't really get a full sense of the culture until you've walked through and met some of the great people that work for us.
Indeed, absolutely. Dr. Greg Monroe, wonderful to meet you virtually here over the phone, and looking forward to staying in touch with you and wishing you all the best in this Catholic Schools Week and all the best to your staff, your teachers, your students as well. Thanks so much for coming by today.
Thanks so much, Brett. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. That's Dr. Greg Monroe. Lots of great stuff there.